Just want to give you some very important updates. We know that this show, the Netflix show, it was a lot of things about this particular show that did not seem right. Um, Especially when you see someone who is not an expert doing some crazy stuff, cooking and trying to promote a lifestyle brand. You want to pause for a second and ask yourself this question: who is she? What she is doing? Does she have any expertise in what she is doing? And you will always get the answer no. You will never hear people praising her, or that she will come up with this kind of credentials that, yeah, this is what I used to do in the past. I'm an expert. Trust me, believe me. None of those things, simply because this person, Meghan Markle, Duchess of Dishsoap, doesn't really have any expertise, doesn't really have any talent, no skill, nothing, other than obviously lying on camera for money. That's the only thing that she knows well. This time, what really happened is she might be getting sued for $10 million, and this actually came on Radar Online. They have reported on this that a fan, when she saw Meghan Markle was doing what she was doing during a Netflix shoot, she copied that from Meghan Markle, and when she applied that, because she did not see any harm in it, simply because Meghan did not mention there will be any harm or side effect. Once she applied that on herself, she all of a sudden found herself her life at risk, in danger, and it could at least cause some permanent damages. A furious Meghan Markle fan, again this is coming from Radar Online, fan from Maryland has threatened to launch a $10 million lawsuit against the Duchess of Dishsoap after suffering catastrophic burns using her homemade bath salt recipe from her new Netflix show. The problem with this kind of recipe when she makes, well, you can make whatever you want, because we all know you have no talent, you're empty you don't really have your brain. But the problem is, do at least some work in terms of warning people that, hey, you can use this, you can do whatever you want, copy me or buy my product, but be aware of the side effects. Because if you put that kind of warning label, people will be turned off, according to Meghan Markle, in her head. Then her products, her show will not go viral. So what she do, she takes it completely out of the packaging. There is no warning. In other words, there is no label attached to it. You can do whatever you want, and there will be no problem. In order to make some shady money, obviously, that's what Meghan Markle had been doing. No warning, nothing, no label on the product. So RadarOnline.com can reveal Robin Patrick is seeing major compensation. She is seeking major compensation after the bath salts cause, quote unquote, significant pain and cosmetic distress. If you take a look at the picture that she has taken, you will know what she's talking about if you go all the way down. So these are some of the major causes or major damages caused because of that product that she copied from Meghan Markle. Again, the reason she did it, you could ask, why would she do that? Well, it is because there was no warning. There was no side effect being mentioned. Since the episode aired, skincare experts warned the DIY blend may pose risk. Patrick later tested out the bath salts herself, dissolving the mixture into warm water in her walk-in bathtub. But she soon began to feel immediate discomfort and knew something was wrong. As you can clearly see, Meghan is trying to mix something here in the jar. But these are, guys, very poisonous. You have to be very careful. Speaking exclusively to RadarOnline.com, Patrick said, initially I experienced a mild tingling sensation without discomfort. However, as the water level rose to cover my legs and reached my buttocks, I began to feel burning and significant discomfort in those areas. Now, obviously, she needs money to treat herself. I immediately, quote, exited the tub, stopped the water, and later stirred the bath water with my right hand and arm to assess the mixture. She continued, this resulted in additional burning sensations on my hand and arm. After draining the tub, I applied cold bond lotion, which provided no relief, followed by lidocaine sprays, which temporarily alleviated the pain. And guys, I can tell you from my own experience, and also from my father's experience, when you apply lidocaine, it does alleviate the pain for the short term, and it pretty much normally does a very good job as to what I have seen from my father. But if this doesn't work, if lidocaine doesn't work or lidocaine doesn't work, that means the problem is really serious. That evening, while showering, I experienced intense burning as water contacted the affected areas, which had developed into ulcers. Now, Meghan Markle's her team, her lawyer, actually, they responded to this. I want to show you the letter here, and they basically blamed squarely on Robin Patrick, saying that, well, you have to be careful. You should have understood the side effect all by yourself. We're not going to do that. You have to do it. So this is the letter that was sent from Meghan's lawyer to Robin Patrick, telling Robin Patrick that you are just a moron, stupid person. You do not know what you are doing. But of course, we know that Meghan, she is not going to take any responsibility. If $10 million, guys, if $10 million gets sued against Meghan Markle by Robin Patrick, then it will be almost equivalent to the Montecchio mansion they're living in. And even though they have never paid for that property, but if they get sued, and if it goes to the court, and Robin Patrick wins the court battle, then can you imagine? They will have to sell their Montecchio property or some big property in order to compensate for that. So this is something that can potentially destroy Meghan and Harry for good. A threatening letter to the parties added, these damages account for emotional distress, potential post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD), loss of confidence in appearance disfigurement, shortened life expectancy, and long-term medical care for injuries that may worsen over time. In other words, this is going to change her life upside down, and this is why she is so afraid. In response to Patrick's legal threats, Markle's lawyer Cameron Stracher hit back with a stinging rebuke, claiming in a letter that she should have been aware of the risk, taking the salts which contain ingredients unsuitable for people suffering from diabetes. Then why did you not mention? Cameron Stracher, I mean, this lawyer, his or her claim is so strange. You have diabetes, you need to be more careful. Then why did you not mention that on the show when you were broadcasting it to the whole world? All you wanted, Meghan Markle, was really some money, some publicity, and you wanted some people to buy your scam products. That's really all you wanted to do. Thank you guys for joining this session. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.